Morning guys, how are you? Welcome back to Rara's Adventures. So, I hope we are all well. I know it's a busy time of year with Christmas just around the corner, but we need to get on as I need to catch up on a lot of blogs that I've already posted on my webpage to you guys. So, we are going to start with Littlehampton seafront. As last time I did a blog, I did about Hog Park and just touched on Littlehampton seafront. So today we're actually going to talk about Littlehampton seafront. So the Littlehampton seafront is over a mile long. Let's get that clear. It's a lovely beach any time of the year. If you start off by the river end, you will see there is a small pier. It's very small. It's nothing like Worthing or Eastbourne or Brighton. It's just a little pier with about 6, maybe 8 benches on it. So that kind of gives you a scale of how actual big it is. But it's nice to sit on, especially when tide's in and the waves are crashing. It's really nice. And then you have a promenade that will go all the way down to Littlehampton Swimming Centre, which is for walkers and cyclists, mobility scooters. It's all flat, so you can go all the way along there. Also up this end you have the lifeguard boat ramp, which is accessible with wheelchairs when the tide is out, so you can use that ramp to get onto the beach. I don't believe there's another ramp all the way along that you're able to get onto the beach with wheelchairs, so this is something really to bear in mind. When the tide is in, it's all stones. I have to say this because it is, and obviously at this point you wouldn't be able to get onto the beach if you're in a wheelchair. If you're walking, of course you can. It's just a bit hard on the old legs. But when the tide's out, it's majority sand. You have a few rock pools there. Great for the kids to go crab hunting. Also, but when the tide goes out, you go along the river. There's a small wall there, so you do have to watch your children. But you can go crabbing along there, which I do in the summer with my cousins, nieces. They love it. It's a cheap day out. Get a bucket, get a few crab lines, bish bash bosh, done. Finish it off with a nice ice cream. So it's something to do that's cheap, and it entertains you and the kids for quite a few hours, depending on how long you're down there for, really. Is some shops. You have fish chips, donuts, tea, coffee, and also a shop where you can get souvenirs to take home with you if you're visiting, or boats, blow-up boats, donuts, as in you sit in donuts, all the beachy stuff, buckets, spades, crabbing lines, you got it all up there. And obviously you've got an ice cream shop, so it's really good up there. It gets very busy in the summer, but we'll go more onto that in a minute. Also, I wanted to point out that behind these shops is toilets. You have a male block, female block, and then you have one disabled toilet which is locked with a radar key. So you need a radar key, which we will be talking about in a minute. So you do need a radar key to be able to access this disabled toilet. Inside the toilet you've got plenty of room for wheelchairs to move around. You have the pull down handle, the orange pull cord if you need it, and a yellow bin with obviously sink, mirror. I do believe they have a nappy changing area as well. So yeah, that's something else to think about. So going back onto the promenade where you've got the beach, if you're walking down, so you've got the beach on your right and the shops on your left, and you're walking along, you will notice that on your left you will have some fields. They're not massive, but they're big enough to let your dog off and have a good run around, which is always good, because in the summer months dogs are not allowed on the beach. Yes, so dogs aren't allowed on the beach from the 1st of May to the 30th of September. So this is really important to bear in mind. But they can go on the fields, and you can walk them along the promenade, as long as they're on leads. Obviously, outside these estates, they are allowed on the beach, and they're free to run around, which I love, because my girls, I've got 2 dogs and they absolutely love the beach. So, you know, it's nice when they can actually go in the sea, which my Labrador absolutely loves. Yeah. Okay, so as you carry on walking down the promenade, you will see lots of benches all the way down. Okay, so you don't need to worry about being able to sit down. There are benches all the way down. As you get down to the other end, you have East Beach Cafe there. They offer breakfast, lunch and dinner in the summer months. They have a hard standing on the beach, so it's really nice to stop, have a coffee or a bit of cake and sit on the beach. Obviously, again, in summer it gets really busy and you have to bear that in mind, but it's really nice. Prices aren't too bad, same as other cafes, I guess, these days. Also, behind East Beach Cafe, you do have a car park, and they have disabled parking there as well, where you can display your blue badge. East Beach Cafe also have toilets in there that you're allowed to use, and also by the cafe and the car park there's a big play area for your children to go in and play. They've got a sand pit in there, they've slip wire, slides, swings, the usual that a park has. And again, that's within a field, so if you've got your dogs, you can let your dogs run around while your kids are running around. They've got a couple of chairs and tables there, so you can sit down and relax. If you decide to carry on walking further down, you'll come up to Littlehampton swimming pool, and you will go past Crazy Golf and the miniature railway, which I will be doing a blog on at a later date. I'm not going to go into that today, sorry. So yeah, so that's the Littlehampton beach. I just want to put in there, I keep forgetting to add this, so I'm going to do it right now. Back up the other end, we have the lifeguards and that. In the summer months, they offer a thing where if you go up to lifeguard, they will give you a wristband where you can put your contact number on, and then you let your children know that if they're lost or they can't find you, if they go up to lifeguard, they will call you to let you know your child is safe. I think this is a brilliant idea. It gets so busy down there, especially with all tourists, holiday makers. It gets really busy. So yeah, it's a no-win really. I think it's a brilliant idea. So I definitely advise doing that if you're down there. And also, you've got obviously Harbour Park there. You've also got Littlehampton cinema there, and you have the oyster catcher pond there as well, where you can do some crabbing, and in some months they have like swan boats that you can go on. Don't believe these are wheelchair friendly. Haven't quite looked into that just yet. It'll be something that I look into next year in the summer when the boats are back out again, because in the winter months they all close down. So yeah. Also at East Beach Cafe They offer dog ice cream, which is brilliant, and they have a water bowl there for your dogs, so it is technically dog friendly. You're not allowed the dogs into the cafe for health and safety, I guess, would make sense. Yeah, so that is Littlehampton seafront. Check out East Beach's website. It's eastbeach.co.uk. Don't panic, I will put in all the email websites at the bottom when I've finished the video. Okay, so that is Littlehampton seafront. I hope you enjoyed. So now we're going to move on to the next post, which is the radar key, also known as the NKS key. So the radar key is a key that opens disabled toilets. Like I just mentioned at Littlehampton, they have a disabled toilet, but you need a radar key. This is this post about that. So this key will let you into any public toilet with the lock of a radar key. I have mine with me. I wasn't able to take it off my keys because my hands are a bit poo, sorry, but this is the radar key. As you can see, it's quite a big key. It has radar on it, as you can see. I hope you can see. And these keys you can get free from the council, or you can get them from a disabled shop, and you will pay the max normally £5, or you can get them online. So there are over 9,000 of these toilets now open, which is brilliant, within the UK. The first one opened in 1981, so that was a brilliant scheme. It was to help people not feel embarrassed about asking to have to use a disabled toilet, to make you feel more confident. This goes for people in wheelchairs, people with weak bladders, bowels, any medical condition that you need extra room or support going to the toilet. This is what these toilets are for. And I have to say, they've been a lifesaver for me in some places. I have a very weak bladder. I have problems with my bowels and my adhesions, so I use these toilets a lot. There is also a app you can download, but you have to pay for it, which will update all the radar key toilets in the UK, and give you a map of pinpoints where they all are. But you do have to pay for this app. I personally haven't chosen to download this app. I kind of just go and hope that I find them. I've also got a bladder card saying that I have a condition where I need to use your toilet, which I've done a blog on, which will be coming out soon. So I personally don't worry too much, and I try and plan my outings or whatever I'm doing around toilets. I know that sounds silly, but sometimes you have to. I know what my bladder's like. I know that it just comes on. If I've got to go, I've got to go. So I always have to try and plan where I'm able to go. Okay, so the radar key stands for, it's Royal Association Disability and Rehabilitation. So that is what the radar key stands for, which all in all makes sense, doesn't it? Yeah, so there's a little bit about the radar key. I just felt it was an important one because although it's been out for years and years, I still come across people who go, well, what's a radar key? What do you use a radar key for? And you explain it and they're like, oh my God, I've never heard of this. It's a brilliant idea. And you're like, well, yeah. And you can share this information. So I felt if I shared it with everyone on here, everyone on my blog, it's helping getting the word out. A bit the same as the sunflower lanyard. Not many people know about it. And I think if you're disabled or you've got health problems, all these little things can help. Just help you plan your day a bit better or have a bit more confidence. So that's why I'm doing this. I want more people to be aware of what's available to them that they haven't heard of. So, this is my aim. I just want to help people. So I really hope that you enjoyed my blog today, or vlog, as my sister keeps telling me to say, about Littlehampton seafront and the radar key. Also, don't forget the Christmas competition is still running till 17th of December. It will be closed at midday and the winner will be announced at 2 p.m. If you're watching this on YouTube, all you need to do is like, subscribe and share, and you will automatically be entered into the competition. This is only for UK residents only, and in no way is Amazon supporting us. We're doing it off our own back. So I really hope that you like and subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you all next week. I hope you have a lovely week. Get all your Christmas shopping done or whatever you've got to do. Yeah, take care. See you next week. Bye.